Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Etefevoke. All book lovers are welcome here because I do book reviews, book recommendations, and I also talk about book adaptations as well. So that's basically what I do on this channel, and it's pretty fun. In my head, it's nice. I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you stick around, subscribe, share, like, just thank you. I'm going to be talking about a book that I totally enjoyed. I really enjoyed this book, and it's titled That A for Aunties. I picked up this book because I was having a terrible day. I just wanted to just curl up and shut myself out of the world. So I stumbled on this book, That A for Aunties. And anything that comes with aunties is actually drama filled, if you ask me. With a heavy dose of humor, this book just dragged me in quickly, and I am recommending it to you because I feel that you just need this book in your life. You just really need to read this book and have a good laugh. In this video, I'll be reviewing this book, and I'll also be answering book discussion questions. I will start with what the book is about. So the book is basically about Medi Chen. Medi comes from an immigrant family, and I think she was born in the US. So she kind of struggles between holding on to her Asian side and also just being American. So her mother and her aunties help her to stay in touch with her Asian side, of course, but she can't really keep up with the language as she would like to, because her aunts are always speaking to her. She can understand, but she can't really communicate with her aunties and her mother. Medi is around her aunties and her mother because they run a family business together. In this family business, where Medi is the photographer, her first auntie is the baker, second auntie is a makeup artist, while her Medi's mother, who is the third among the sisters, is a florist, and the fourth auntie is a singer. So when you hire them, you get a full package, and the business is actually thriving. Medi actually chose this business over going to New York with her love, Nathan. So she was just really there, just existing. And Medi's mother is worried about her daughter. She's looking at her daughter and she's like, this girl is a good girl, she's amazing. I want her to have a boyfriend. So her mother actually sets her up on a date. Which is crazy because her mother went on an online dating site, and she was chatting with this guy on Medi's behalf. She used Medi's picture, and it's just it's crazy and it's funny as well. So she hooks her up with this blind date, and Medi agrees to go on this blind date after much persuasion, because being around this kind of women can be sometimes you can't even find your voice. So Medi went for this blind date, and she accidentally killed the guy. Yeah, it was crazy, and she had to call her mother and her aunties to help her hide this body, because the following day they had to pull off a great wedding. They had a reputation to keep, so they had to struggle with hiding this body and also pulling off this great ceremony. That's basically what the plot is about. And the only thing I really do not like about this book is the fact that they call it a mystery. It's not necessarily a mystery because we know who killed the person. We know that they are trying to hide the body. It's just a fiction filled with so much humor. So if you can call it a humorous fiction, I would understand. But the mystery, not really a mystery. It's just really nice and interesting. It's one of those books that talk about family bond, talk about harassment among females, women empowerment, women bond, and just really nice. It's a really nice story. So when you're laughing, you're actually just getting a lot from it as well. Overall, this is a book I would describe as delicious. Do I think that Nigerian aunties will actually help you hide a body? No, I don't think so. I do not think so at all. Nigerian aunties will raise alarm. They raise an alarm. That's what I think. I don't know. Maybe your auntie out there, if you're Nigerian, can help you hide a body. I doubt. I don't think so. Nigerian aunties will freak out. I won't call a Nigerian auntie to help me hide a body. So I'll quickly dive into answering questions for discussions because the questions are really nice. I'll just run through it. First question is asking about Medi feels a lot of guilt and responsibility to keep her mother and aunts happy, so much so that she was willing to forego moving to New York with Nathan, do you think it was the right choice for her? What would you have done? From reading this book, I feel like Maddie had to do what she had to do at that point and with what she knew. So I don't really blame her for staying back and not moving with Nathan. Which of Maddie's aunts would you most want in an emergency and why? I'll pick the fourth auntie because she's more should I say understanding. The fourth auntie was more understanding amongst the other aunties. So although Maddie's mother and aunts are constantly sniping at each other, at the end of the day, they are willing to drop everything to help Maddie. Can you relate to this, whether it is with your group of friends or with your family? Yes, yes, yes. My family were really close. And once you have a problem, it's everybody's problem as well. So the entire day, everyone will just show up for you. So yeah, I have a family that shows up for you no matter what. A large part of the immigrant experience is learning a new language. Big aunt, second aunt, and Ma struggled to speak English well, while fourth aunt has mastered it and sometimes wields it as a weapon against Ma. Are you familiar with the struggle that immigrants face with adopting a new language? And have you witnessed immigrants being made fun of or belittled for not speaking their adopted language fluently? How do you think we as a society can help prevent this from happening? I can't really relate to this immigrant experience, so I can't really speak for them. Have I seen people making fun of others because they can't speak a language fluently? Yes, yes. In Nigeria, they kind of equate intelligence to how good your English is. So, yeah. Mary does not have the what? Oh, sorry, I didn't really finish that. How do you think we as a society can? I didn't answer it. How do you think we can prevent it? Part. I think we can prevent it by just respecting people. That's just basically the answer to almost everything on this earth. Have mutual respect for everyone, and the world will be a better place. Have respect and love each other. That's always my answer. Mary does not have the best experience with dating, so her mother takes it upon herself to find a date for her. Have you ever been set up by a family member or friend? What has your experience with dating apps been like? I can't relate. I can't relate at all. Although, wait, I can relate to this actually. Mary does not have the best experience with dating, so her mother takes it upon herself to find a date for her. Have you ever been set up by a family member or friend? What has your experience with dating has been like? I can't really relate because I didn't go through with it. I was pissed. So I can't really relate. Dating apps, no. Although Mary broke up with Nathan abruptly when they were in college, he was immediately happy to see her again and didn't push her too hard for answers. Were you surprised by how readily he accepted her hurried apology and how willing he was to help Mehdi with hiding the truth about the dead body? Yeah, I was surprised. This is just like giving you spoilers, but yeah, Nathan was actually very understanding when he found out that Mehdi was trying to hide the body, and I was surprised how he just, oh, okay, kumbaya. I found it a bit. Yes. If you were to accidentally kill your blind date, which let's face it, is something that could totally happen to anyone, no way, who would you call to help dispose of the body? Would it be someone in your family? Disclaimer, of course, in real life situation, we all know the first thing to do would be to call the police. I think the person I would call would be my eldest sister, because every other person in my house is going to freak out. I'm going to call my eldest sister. She would know what to do. I would have said my mom, but I knew that my mom would scream at first for like 5 minutes before she regains herself and say, okay, how do we move past this? But my eldest sister, I just feel she would be, I don't know. I don't know if I would like to burden her with that kind of responsibility. But if I were to hide a body, yeah, she's the first person that comes to mind. That okay, let me call her. Yeah, hello, I killed someone by mistake. Come and help me. Yeah, that's what I'll call my immediate sister. Nah. As a child of immigrant parents, Medi often feels out of place. She's neither fully at home in California nor in Indonesia. Have you ever felt displaced in a similar way? Do you think it's something that can be overcome? I have never really experienced this myself. Have you ever felt like Medi, burdened by expectations placed on you by your parents or other family members, so much so that you feel unable to speak your truth? Is Medi a pushover or is she being selfless? I think Medi is being selfless. It happens to a lot of people. I haven't really person, I don't have first-hand experience of this, but I don't think she's a pushover. I think she's selfless, because when it was time for her to step up, she did. Do you think Maureen is a redeemable character? Would you have been able to forgive her if you were in Jacqueline's position? So, for those of you who might be confused who's Maureen, I need to read this book. Yes, you do. So, Maureen is the bridesmaid to the bride that's the wedding that the Medes family was covering for that day. So, she actually did something bad during the ceremony. She stole from her best friend, and Jacqueline was quick to forgive her. Another one where I found a bit shaky, because I'm like, okay, we forgive her. I know that it's better to always forgive. I know it's better to always forgive, but the bride Jacqueline was forgave her easily and was willing to just reconcile with her quickly. And I found it okay. Will I be able to do this? No, I won't. I like to stay mad for as long as possible, because that's how I process it. I'll stay mad, I'll advise myself, and I'll let it go eventually, but not as quick as Jacqueline did. That's basically it. Yeah, so that's the book discussions. And I do hope that I have been able to influence you to read this book, because it's really nice. Yeah, really good. And I think there's a sequel coming soon. And I think the book is going to be on Netflix as well. I'm not really sure of this information, so I might probably edit this part. But yeah, that's basically it. Goodbye. Goodbye, but before I leave, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And I do hope that you stay away from trouble and do not kill your blind dates by mistake. Yeah.